So guys, I am back with another video. I will show you top 20 most popular video games in 2022, which are the most popular video games to be playing this year. There's no denying that video games are awesome and extremely popular among all age groups. So we have put together a list of the 20 most popular video games in 2022 so you can get it on the action. Number 20, first on the list, we have an incredibly addictive beat 'em up that's great fun to play with your friend or family member. Smash Bros is known as a crossover fighting video game because unlike regular fighting games, it features character titles, music and stage from several different Nintendo and third-party franchises. The general premise of the game, like any fighting game, is to defeat your opponent using a number of different attacks and boot them out of the arena. Super Smash Bros. Was developed by the Bandai Namco Studios and Sora Ltd. And published by Nintendo. If you love fighting games and have yet to experience the magic of SSB, then definitely give this one a try. Number 19, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim is an action role-playing video game that's the fifth installment of the popular Elder Scrolls series, released worldwide in 2011. It's available to play on Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, Xbox One and Xbox 360. Set 200 years after Oblivion, the game's main story revolves around your character quest to find and defeat a pretty badass dragon Eldion the World Eater. As you can guess from his name, the dragon is destined to destroy the world, so your character has to do everything in his power to stop him. It's an action role-playing game developed by Bethesda Game Studios and published by Bethesda Software Works. To date, it's sold over 30 million copies worldwide. Number 18 is first-person shooter. Are you think that Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is for you? Developed by IIII and published by Activision, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 has sold over 24 million copies since it was released in 2012. The game is set in two different time periods, the 1980 and 2025, and switches between the two at different periods throughout the game. In both time periods, your character is in constant pursuit of Raul Menendez, a Nicaraguan cartel leader, and it's up to you to find him and get the job done. Like most first-person shooters, there's a lot of shooting, explosion, deaths, and graphic content, which is awesome in my book. Check this one out for sure. Number 17, the 2018 version of Spider-Man is pretty similar to all other the Spider-Man video games that have come out before it. However, this time the plot is different. It's presented in a third-person perspective. The main storyline is that a supercrime lord, Mr. Negative, formulates a plan to seize control of the New York City control underworld and threaten to release a potentially catastrophic virus. Obviously, Spider-Man has something to say about that, and as you are playing Spider-Man, you are tasked with taking out Mr. Negative and spoiling this criminal plan. It's well worth a go if you are into action adventure game. Number 16, the 16 most popular video games right now is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, released in 2017. This action adventure video game was both developed and published by Nintendo and follow in line with the Zelda series. After waking from a 100-year hibernation, your goal as Link is to defeat a calamity Gagnon before it can destroy the kingdom of Hyrule. You are able to explore the open world as freely as you wish. You all encounter lots of interesting side puzzle and quests throughout your journey. This one definitely recommended by us. Give it a try. 16. Next up, we have a really cool game for the Nintendo Switch. Super Mario Odyssey is yet another entry in the popular Super Mario series. However, on the Switch, it feels like totally new type of game. It follows Mario and Cappy as he travel across numerous worlds to rescue Princess Peach from his arch nemesis Bowser. This type of game is known as a platform game and was developed and published by Nintendo in 2017. Playing this on the Switch is amazing, and for some reason you really feel immersed in the game even if you don't use the dock to play it on your TV. It's a must-play game, so try and get your hand on a copy and let us know what you think. 14. Similar to the first two Call of Duty games on our list, Black Ops 4 is the fifth installment in the Black Ops series and an absolute joy to play. Released in 2018, this is the first version of the game that does not feature a single player campaign mode instead opting for a solo mission mode. Also, the multiplayer mode is the first in the series not to feature automatic health regeneration, again similar to the other version of COD. Black Ops 3 is really fun to play, one of the best multiplayer games going. 13 coming at number 13 is a multiplayer first-person shooter released in 2012 following the success of the other three games in the series. Counter-Strike Global Offensive was released on a variety of platforms and consoles including Microsoft Windows OS X, PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. A Linux version followed 2 years later in 2014. The game featured two teams, the terrorists and the counter-terrorists, who each other have own tasks to complete while simultaneously defending themselves from one another. Its gameplay received positive review from critics upon release, and it has since going on to draw in around 11 million players a month. Number 12, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds or PUBG is an online multiplayer battle royale game with epic progression. It's a pretty simple game to understand. Up to 100 players drop into each game via parachute and battle it out to the last man standing. As a player, you are able to scavenge for a weapon and other equipment to give you the best chance of success. However, there's nowhere to hide as the game is designed to continually reduce the safe area, forcing you to the battle that I did highly recommend playing this game. It's one of the most popular video game right now for a reason. Number 11, you might have heard people talking about LoL and thought to yourself, what on earth is that? Well, LoL stands for League of Legends, one of the most epic games on the planet. LoL is a multiplayer online battle arena video game that was heavily inspired by World of Warcraft 3 The Frozen Throne. As a player, you are a summoner who control a champion that has individual abilities. You battle against that other player or team and try to destroy the opposing team. Nexus are structure that lie within the opposition base. If you are never play League of Legends or even heard of it, now the time to give it a try. I will guarantee you won't stop playing it. Number 10, in 9th position we have something slightly different to all the previous type of game on the list. Let me explain. Roblox is an online multiplayer game creation platform system that allows users to create their own game and play game that other users have made. Once you log in, you can see a whole host of user generated game or virtual world in a variety of different genre. Whether you like racing game, RPGs, simulation or obstacle course type games, Roblox will have your back. If you are looking for something a little different and want to try out one of the most popular video game right now, then give Roblox a try, as it has over 100 million active monthly users as of May 2020. Number 9, first released in 2015, Rocket League is a regular soccer video game developed and published by Unix. It was originally released on Microsoft Windows and PlayStation 4, and shortly after ports were released for Xbox One, Mac OS, Linux and Nintendo Switch. The general premise of the game is pretty simple. Use your rocket power card to hit the ball into your opponent net and score points. For doing so, each team consists of 4 players, and the video game can be played both on and offline. Rocket League is the sequel to Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Power Battle Car, which was released on the PlayStation 3 and 2008. I have not played this one myself, but it seemed like it would be a world of fun. Number 8, the 7th most popular game right now is a team-based multiplayer first-person shooter. Overwatch developed one of the best video game developer and publisher ever, Blizzard Entertainment. Overwatch brought in over 40 million players within its first 2 years. As a player, you get to choose from a roster of over 30 different characters, and you are split into teams of 6. In your team, you work together to defend different control points and move payload across the map in limited time. Player can also receive and collect cosmic rewards, which are things like character skin and victory poses. Overwatch is available to play on Microsoft Windows, Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Number 7, Red Dead Redemption was developed and published by Rockstar Games and released in October 2018. It's a Western-style action-adventure game that's available to play on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Is the third game in the Red Dead series following the success of Red Dead Redemption in 2010. In the game, you play as Arthur Morgan, a member of the Vandal Linde gang. You will find yourself having to deal with the demise of the Wild West while trying not to be killed by rival gang member and government officer. It's a pretty sick video game if you ask me, and it's easy to see why it's one of the most popular video games right now. Number 6. Next up we have Smash Bros Ultimate. Just like number 19 on our list, Super Smash Bros is a crossover fighting game that features a number of different characters, stages, music, and titles from different Nintendo games. However, this 2018 version for Nintendo Switch is succeeding the 3DS and Wii U version by a long shot. Nintendo made public that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was the most pre-order game for the Nintendo Switch, and in the SSB series, after only 4 months on the market, Ultimate had sold over 13.1 million copies worldwide and is now Nintendo's fastest selling game of all the time. Number 5. Tom Clancy Rainbow Six Siege is the fourth most video games right now. There's a good reason for that, as it's one of those games that's super difficult to put down and addictive as hell. The online tactical shooter game was developed by Ubisoft Montreal and published by Ubisoft, released in 2015. It's available to play on Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. As a player, you take control of an either attacker or a defender in different gameplay modes like defusing a game or excusing a hostage. There's no real campaign to work through. However, there are some short missions that you can play on your own. In 2018, Rainbow Six Siege won the eSport title of the year at the Australian Games Award. Number 4. In third place we have Grand Theft Auto V, an action-adventure video game released in 2013 by Rockstar Games. Any of the GTA games should not really need an introduction, as I'm almost certain most people know what is by now. But for those who don't, GTA is an action-adventure video game that allows you to play as a criminal committing heist and evading government and police officer. It is played in either a first-person or third-person perspective, and players have the freedom to get around on foot or a vehicle of their choose. It is put among the top 3 most popular video game right now. Has a lot to do with the fact that it is the fastest selling entertainment product in history. It earned approximately $800 million on its first day and $1 billion within 3 days of going on there. If you start playing this one, you are going to find it hard to stop. It's super addictive. Number 3. Released by Epic Games in 2017, Fortnite is an online shooter survival game. It has 3 different modes that you can choose to play: Save the World, Battle Royale and Creative. The first 2 game modes became the most popular choices for the majority of Fortnite players. Battle Royale joined a whopping 125 million players in less than a year. Fortnite won the best multiplayer competing game at the recent 2019 Webby Award. Number 2. In second place is Minecraft. This sandbox video game was created by Marcus Persson and released to the public in 2011 by Mojang. In the game, you are able to build things with a variety of 3D building blocks and explore, gather resources and participate in combat. Minecraft has sold over 176 million copies across multiple platforms. It is the best-selling and most popular video game of all the time. Number 1. Over the last few months, Warzone has become the game to playing. Warzone is a battle royale style addition to the Call of Duty Modern Warfare core game. It's addictive as hell. While Warzone is not the first battle royale game, it has an advantage over the like of Fortnite and PUBG for Call of Duty simply being the granddaddy of war game with a huge exciting fan base and a more adult friendly experience. Warzone is the first game to be playing right now in 2020. If you get bored any point, just back out of Warzone and into Call of Duty Modern Warfare multiplayer mode. Damn, it's a good time to be live.